What's up, CHFFL? It is raining down here in my Peach State, but we're still going to wrap up Week 8 before the Thursday games start. It's going to be a real quick video, not going to go into too much detail. I'm hoping that if I get some time this weekend, when I'm not obsessing over the Penn State-Michigan game, I'll do a conference comparison for all of interleague play. But for now, our top score of Week 8 was Wes, his second time winning top score at 175 points. Fantastic job, Wes. Team looks great headed into the playoffs, and I'm not looking forward to possibly facing it. First game was my game of the week after Parker suggested he would be able to flush me down the toilet. I came out and beat his Snobby Shore Pistol Whips 153 to 102. I think this game really showed that Parker's lacking depth. He had some people on the bye, but really no help from his bench and a bunch of duds. I'm somewhat trending in the right direction. Sony Michel and Matt Breda were both too hurt to play. Sony was actually out. Breda was playing with an injury, but I still put up a great score. And I got the prediction right because I was completely confident in my own abilities. Next, we had the Battle of the Brads. Salty Springs Spartans 98, Solinar Leonard 123. Swan had the Ravens defense minus 8 points against Cincinnati. That was rough. And he's been guessing wrong with which wide receivers to play. He had Baldwin in, who I think only had 4 points, and he had a couple options on his bench with quite a few more. I guess that's one problem if you have 5 or 6 good receivers and only 2 good running backs. Now you're picking and choosing for the rest of those guys. Brad Bannis hanging on in the standings. He's 3-5, tied with Mark. They're both 2 games back from me. And if either of them probably are thinking that if they could beat me and they have a chance to get into the playoffs. I had this one wrong, so I'm 1-1. Next, Grant against Wes. Slaughter, just as I figured. Wes is firing on all cylinders right now. Connor, 40-plus points, and he's putting up these huge scores, but theoretically the Le'Veon Bell deadline is coming up. I think he has to report Week 10, and they didn't trade him, so we'll see what happens with that going forward. I had this one right. Very easy pick. Stan, Giano's Chug Jugs 117 against Max's Gordon Smash 149. Stan left a lot of points on the bench, not enough to overcome Max here. Max, even with Gordon on the bye, put up a great score, but I forget who he had as his second running back. Didn't do so well. Kind of showing a little thin at running back, but that's nitpicking. Max, Wes are very strong at top of the Anime Conference. I had this one correct. Let's see. Mini, Risky Reels and Watson Thrills, 146. Roy in the Super Mario Star Power, 96. First win for Mini. It's a good score for him. Got to be happy. I'm not going to talk too much about the details of these games anymore. They're both 1-7 now. Roy is still a middle-of-the-road team in terms of total points scored, I think, but he's in the Anime Conference, and he's just completely lost to his competition. I had this one correct. Dusty Divot Dark Vikings, 116. Your Thighs in April, 107. Barkley only came up with 21 points, which for him on the season is actually a kind of low score. Adrian Peterson, over 30 points for Marty. I kind of expected, even as someone who I was big on AP out of the draft when he got signed and I picked him up from free agency and nobody would give me good value for him and I complained about it a lot. But I'm surprised he's still kind of going, as we'll see as the season goes. Marty overcoming the Zeke bye week, but Carlos Hyde, don't know what his role is going to be in Jacksonville. Marty might have the same problem as Max, where if AP does start to slow down, he's thin at running back. I had this one wrong, and I'm kind of happy I did because it gives me a game of separation from Mark in the standings. So that's your Week 8. I went 4-2 yet again, 31-17 on the season, kind of developing a pattern. Thanks for checking in. Might do the interleague total wrap-up Saturday just to get it in case you weren't counting. Anime won this week 4 games to 2, so that puts them up 11-7 for the entire of interleague play. In terms of games, we'll look at points maybe on Saturday. Till then, enjoy Week 8, enjoy the Thursday games, like, subscribe, and we will see you soon. Goodbye.